I think GVC is probably one of the more progressive co-ops that NISC has as a customer. And I feel like instead of pushing back against that, I feel like they welcome it. Not only do I feel like our voice is heard, I feel like our voice is sought out.
It's probably the most exciting time to be involved in the electric industry. With all the new technologies that are being developed and more of our members now want to have more control of their energy usage, the industry itself, as there's the transition that we're going through, that brings its own challenge. Being able to meet the demand that is being put on our systems with some of the ongoing concerns about generation, those are big challenges for GVEC and all cooperatives across the country.
We here at GVEC believe that every home in the future will have solar, will have a battery, will have a smart thermostat, and will be a smarter consumer. And so we're looking for ways to partner with our membership in order to kind of incentivize that kind of behavior.
I think our members trust us. They trust us that we are looking out for what's coming in the industry and making sure that those rural customers have the same opportunities that the urban ones do, whatever that technology is or whatever that product is, that they have it available to them.
Bringing this DERMS platform together within ISC is critical as we look toward the future, because our members, they want to have these devices inside their homes. And so we're trying to learn and understand how we can now use those devices to better serve our members and meet our electric loads.
All the integrations around the DERMS platform, I think, is very important, from a seamless integration as to how the member actually enrolls in the program. If we can do that through Smart Hub, if we can send push notifications through Smart Hub to promote the program, to be able to use a company like Bidgely, which already has the integration to identify where these assets are and better target those types of folks, that kind of help from NISC is going to be important. So the impact on the system is going to be really interesting. It's going to mandate that we change the way that we design our system from an engineering standpoint. So the battery programs, the EV programs are going to be hugely important, because the cost to procure power is going to be very cheap when the sun is out, and it's going to be very expensive when the sun goes down.
Interconnections really became a monster for us. So it was a very, very manual process. Emails would come in, individuals would handle them, we'd call the customer back. There was really no process that followed it all the way through.
There's some risk there if someone interconnects a solar system that's not up to our standards, and let's say we have a line outage, and the member is still producing electrons and feeding back onto the system. We have linemen out there that are working on sections of line that are not live, and it happens to be live, and you know, that's a risk that we're taking if we don't have the interconnect process or we're not ensuring that everything is connected correctly.
And it turns out, I think NISC is going to be able to help us get there with their product, to be able to manage that better, to make sure that all the boxes are getting checked and everyone is filing the same thing. So now it will be automated and trackable for everyone.
Having access to NISC and having a platform that NISC is developing, it's going to be even more valuable as these resources continue to grow, for us to try to keep track of all the members who have these devices inside their homes and be able to work directly with them is a critical part of this DERMS platform.
It helps that NISC is also a cooperative, because they understand us and they understand the way that we want to do business. Whereas if you're working with kind of a for-profit entity, you know, they're there to make profit and they don't necessarily understand the same kind of concepts that we're looking at.
For me, the thing about NISC is just that they're focused on doing right by their customers and spending their members' money to make their product better. I work with a lot of vendors in a lot of different parts of the company, and I have never worked with one that is so transparent, that is so forthcoming. I trust them. They tell me they can do. And I trust that if they can't, they'll tell me. They'll help me work on finding a solution for what we're looking for.
As we look toward the future and the relationship that GVEC and NISC have, I think there's a lot of opportunity for us to continue to be partners, strong partners. We all have the same purpose and the same focus and same mission that is ultimately to serve our members. NISC does a very good job of that, staying focused on its members, which then allows GVEC and other cooperatives to stay focused on theirs.